Hey everyone, my name is Katarina and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. We'll be going through a heart-opening yoga flow today, working on opening the shoulders, the chest, the spine. Thanks for coming along with me. And we'll start sitting on our knees. So you can just sit back on the heels, resting your hands on the thighs, and maybe close the eyes for a moment. You can feel the spine lengthen as you start to arrive here. We'll roll the shoulders back in space. And you can keep drawing them back and down, away from the ears, and then just relax them there. The chin is very slightly tucked, so the back of the neck is long and the face is soft. You can take a moment here just to feel your own presence in this moment. Allow yourself to fully arrive here, also on the mental level. Taking a deeper breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Take another one like this. Feel the inhale travel up the spine, all the way to the crown of the head, and exhale. We'll take two more like this, really creating space in the upper body as you inhale. Fill the lungs with air. Exhale. And final one, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. If you had the eyes closed, you can open them up and we'll interlace the fingers. As we push the palms out, we'll inhale the arms all the way up, lengthen the spine, lengthen through the sides of the body. And then as you exhale, turn the palms in and round the spine. Again, inhale, push the palms up and out. Maybe gazing up, and exhale, chin to chest, hug in. Once again, inhale, reach up, and exhale. Create space between the shoulder blades as you bring the chin to the chest and round the spine. Good. Returning to a neutral spine, we'll bring our hands behind the lower back, interlace them there. And now inhale, lift up through the chest, pushing the hands towards the mat, opening the chest and pulling the shoulders back and down. You can slightly lift the chin up as well. Take another inhale here. And then as you exhale, we'll fold over the legs. Allow the arms to travel over the head. For a bit of a stretch for the front of the shoulder and the chest. And then we come back up to a seat. Beautiful. You can then bring your hands onto the mat, right under the shoulders, coming into a tabletop position. We'll inhale into a cow pose, lift up through the chest and the sitting bones. And exhale, drawing the navel in, chin to chest, round the spine. And again, inhale, lifting up, gazing up, opening the chest, and exhale. Draw in, push the mat away. Beautiful. Inhale, opening again, and exhale. We'll then find a neutral spine. We'll keep the knees where they are and walk the hands towards the top corners of the mat. So you start to lower the chest down onto the mat. You can lower your forehead all the way onto the mat. And what we're trying to do is really melt the heart down so you get a nice opening for the chest and the shoulders. And if you're feeling quite flexible today in the upper back, you can also lift your chin up, gazing forwards. Take one more inhale here, melting the heart down. And then as you exhale, we're going to shift our weight forward, keeping the forearms on the mat. We'll find a Sphinx pose. So the hips, the lower stomach rest on the mat, and the forearms are grounded. Really grounding the fingertips down. You can actively pull the mat towards you through the fingertips, opening the chest, widening through the collarbones, and pulling the shoulder blades closer to each other. Good. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, lowering the chest onto the mat, we'll open our hands a little bit wider apart with the fingertips on the mat. And then inhale into a cobra. Lifting up through the chest, pull the shoulders back, exhale. We'll do another one just like that. Inhale up and exhale down. Final one. Inhale, exhale. Then you can bring your hands back under the shoulders. We'll push back onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes under and push into a downward facing dog. Beautiful. We'll take a few breaths here as we walk the hips out, bending one knee at a time. Finding a little space in the backs of the legs. Try to see if you can lengthen the spine fully. Keep pushing the mat away from you. Good. You can keep walking the legs out, and now we'll start to walk the feet all the way towards the hands, finding our way at the very top of the mat in a forward fold. Good. We'll inhale, lengthening the spine, look forward. Exhale, fold over. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over. And now with the third one, we'll find our way all the way up to standing. You can bring your arms overhead, extended mountain pose. And exhale, hands to heart center. We'll inhale the arms back up again. This time coming into a slight back bend. Beautiful, curving through the back. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, come back through center. We'll fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your hands onto the mat and we'll step the right leg back, coming into a low lunge. So the right knee can come onto the mat. Reach forward through the chest. Beautiful. And then we inhale our arms up. Maybe you find a bit of a deeper stretch in the hips as they sink lower towards the mat. Inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to cactus the arms, so bending through the elbows, slightly lifting the chest up and coming into a gentle back bend here. You can lift up the gaze. Inhale, the arms come back up. And then as you exhale, bring them back onto the mat. We're going to ground the right hand down, and then we're going to reach towards the back foot with the left hand. We'll bend the knee in and grab the foot. If you can't quite reach the foot, you can also just keep the knee bent, reach for the foot, but you don't have to grab it. So you feel the chest open as you kick back through the foot. Inhale.
And exhale, we return the right foot onto the mat. Bring both hands at the top of the mat, and we're going to lift the right knee off the mat. Preparing for a high lunge, we first drop the hips low, finding a stretch here. And then we're going to inhale the arms all the way up. Reach up through the chest to the arms. Inhaling here. And then as you exhale, dropping the left hand onto the thigh behind you. Reach up through the right arm. Exhale. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, we'll bring the right hand all the way onto the mat. Left arm lifts up. You can gaze towards the left fingertips. As you drive back through the right heel, keep your upper body close to that left knee, which is pointed towards the top of the mat. Take your final inhale here. Exhale, the hand comes down onto the mat. We're simply going to step the right foot forward into our forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, fold over. We then step the left foot back in space, bring it down onto the mat, and we drive the chest forward on this side. Then we inhale the arms up. Your body weight might sink the hips a little bit lower as you find that stretch in the hip flexor. Inhale. And then exhale, cactus the arms. Lifting through the chest. Good. We then inhale the arms back up. And exhale, bring them back onto the mat. Really grounding the left hand down. And we reach towards the back with the right hand, maybe grabbing the left foot. Finding space in the front of the body through the left quad all the way to the chest, the right shoulder. Beautiful. Take another inhale. And then exhale, return to center. Now we lift the left knee off the mat. Keeping the hips low as you drive the chest forward. And then inhale all the way up into a high lunge. Crescent lunge. Good. Reaching up as you inhale. And then exhale, the right hand drops all the way behind you. Left arm can keep reaching up and over. Good. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, we drop the left hand down. The right arm stays up. We twist towards the right leg. Staying with those deep breaths. Maybe gazing up. Final inhale. And then exhale, the right hand comes down. And this time we step into a downward facing dog. Good. We'll take a full breath here. Exhale out. With the next inhale, we'll move forward in space, coming into a plank pose. We drop the knees down and then lower the whole body down. From here, we're going to reach our arms forward. And as we inhale, lift up through the arms and the legs. So activating through the back muscles. Maybe bring your hands closer to each other and the feet closer to each other. Beautiful. Keep lifting. Keep drawing the shoulders back. Take an inhale. And then exhale, release. You can rest your forehead on your hands for a moment. Maybe sway the hips from side to side. Take 2 breaths here. Then lifting the chest up a little bit again. We're going to bring our hands just under the lower back, interlace them there just like we did in the beginning, but now lying down. And then we lift the chest up again, lift the feet up, and reach forward through the chest, pull back through the shoulders, and keep breathing. Maybe you lift the hands off the lower back. Final inhale, and then release. Hands come under the forehead again, and take a rest. Good. Now reaching the arms behind you. Reach up through the chest. Lift the feet off the mat. Now we're going to start to bend the knees. See if you can grab the tops of the feet or the ankles. And then we start to kick back through the feet, opening through the chest, coming into a bow pose. Don't have to lift very high, but see if you can kick back through the feet, opening the chest. Take an inhale, and then release, exhale. You can fully release, relax the hips on the mat, and then rest the forehead on the mat as well. Good. Bringing the hands under the shoulders. We'll push back onto hands and knees. And then find a child's pose. So sitting the hips over the heels. For a moment, release the forehead onto the mat. Just a gentle counter pose after those back bends. Just a gentle forward fold for the spine. Take a few more deep breaths here. We'll then start to find our way back into a seat. The same position that we started in. You can rest your hands on the thighs again, keeping the spine long. Maybe your breath is still racing. Maybe your heart's still racing. See if you can stay with the breath. Maybe it starts to slow down. Just feeling the effects of whatever we've just done on your body. What are the sensations there right now? Maybe you feel a little bit more space around the chest, the shoulders, maybe along the spine. Or maybe energetically you feel a bit more space in your heart. Just accepting whatever's there. And then see if you can bring a sense of gratitude into your heart center. Just bringing something that you're grateful for to the forefront of your mind. Just expressing the gratitude, the love, with an open heart. We'll then bring the hands to heart center as a sign of gratitude. We'll then bring our hands to heart center, taking one final deep breath. Inhale through the nose and open mouth, exhale. You can then gently open the eyes if you had them closed. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. If you liked it and if you'd like to see more practices and join me for more yoga, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and also leave me a review telling me what you thought of the flow. I'll be posting a new video every week from now on, and I'd love to see you here next time as well. Thank you. Have a lovely day.